It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Throwing now is Murray. It's a screen to Richard. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Echo, echo. 52's the mic. Mike 52. Mike 52.
Murray now, third and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The rookie first-rounder, Jonathan Abram, there to knock it away. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right.
on first down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back. 80 weapon. Check four. Like 5.
On second down, this is Cannon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, tighten down. Hard. Ready.
From the gun on third down. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
On the set. Check. Mike 50. Hey. You better bring it. Come. 50, Mike 50.
They'll run on first down. Cannon. And some room to run now. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line.
Draw out.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson on for the PAT. And this this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. He's got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 11 yards on the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's McKinnon. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a goal.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the slip, watch the slip. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Rock it. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, the throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pilot, 64,
On third down, here's Cannon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Back to Cannon again on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 41-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or. Check. Watch 54. What we got? Hey, seam 6.
To throw on second down. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to number 85. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Here's Cannon. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
On first, here's Washington. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go one more. 25, check 25, check 25. Hey!
Right back to Washington. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Herbert, he's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch the twist. Shoot. 36.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Cannon. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Trenton Cannon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? 50. Mike is a 50. Go. Here we go. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. It's our field. Five. Mike's 50. Watch the backer. Big Griffin.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Leo. Hustle. Get it.
Looking to throw. Herbert, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on second down. Murray hauling it in. Nelson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Shit.
6-6. Pull it high.
Kill.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
90, Wolf.
51. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Clear. Ready.
They'll run it right side with Cannon. He stiff arms him. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship. Pick the edge.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Hassan Reddick coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 12. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 42 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Yep. Hey, Haywood. Hurry.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw again. Herbert. That is caught inside the 5. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They come out here in the eye. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
X3, 218, chop it.
On the carry, it's Cannon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Raiders, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.